Right, okay. Yeah, I'll just get the number for you.
I've tried two numbers that was given to me, but they weren't of any good yesterday, on Friday. Is it possible for you to put me through to them?
Right, okay, I'll just transfer you 2 seconds.
Okay, thanks very much.
Right. Your name, please?
Sammy.
Right, okay, I'll just transfer you. Hello, it's Graham King speaking.
Hello, hi, sorry. Who did you say speaking?
My name is Graham King. I work in the communications team.
Graham King in the communications team. I take it that's also the media and anything like similar to that as well, is it?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Is it possible for us to get an appointment to come to the center as a number of media groups? There's quite a few lined up, and journalists, and I think there's also auditors and civil journalists, along with official media companies. And we wanted to ask a few questions to 4 people of the Gateshead Council.
Okay, can I ask who I'm talking to? Sorry, I'm not familiar.
Sammy, I can give you my name and my number for now if you need validation, but obviously, you know, we've tried to do this before and there seems to have been some problem. But if it's going to be delayed, people will just turn up next week anyway. And it's easier if you know about it.
Look, I'm really sorry, but I haven't spoken to you before, so I don't know.
No, probably not. No.
I'm not trying to be difficult, so I just don't know who you are or what it is you want to talk about.
Well, you don't really need to know who I am apart from the public, do you? Even if I came across as one of the public, which I'm giving you a bit more information than that, then it still doesn't make any difference, does it? So you've got a number of different media.
I'm really sorry. Are you a journalist? Are you working in the media or?
I am a journalist of one type as well myself. Yes. So I'm seeking to come and ask some questions to 4 people that work in the council because of alleged criminal activities. It's a very serious criminal activities that's been alleged by hundreds of people living in Gateshead, amounting to millions of pounds as well.
Do you want to tell me what kind of thing? Because in all honesty, it's a large organisation and we get a lot of inquiries every day. So I'm perfectly willing to go and ask the question as to what if we can help you with a response. But I just don't know what kind of thing we might be talking about.
Well, we wanted to interview directly the people ourselves. We didn't want somebody in between. That's the point of asking the questions to the people themselves. They're public bodies. They're in public office. Even the Prime Minister and the monarchy has to answer questions. And so does everybody else working for local government. So the people are Martin Gannon, Sheena Ramsey, Helen Ferguson, I think there's 5, sorry, Andrea Holohan, and Lindsay Kay. These people are the people that concerns have been raised about by hundreds and hundreds of Gateshead people who live in Gateshead.
Okay. Can I ask what kind of thing we're talking about?
It's a
very serious allegation.
Right, it is, and the allegations equate to 2 different sectors. One, from Parliament's point of view, obviously the first one would be the millions of pounds that are involved in the illegal fraudulent transactions, and 2, from the perspective and the more important role, from the perspective of the people, they're calling it child snatching. They're saying that their children have been fraudulently, forcibly adopted with no legal grounds, which were presented to be legal grounds. So we're talking about stealing of children and millions of pounds. So these particular people have been identified over 1.5 years of investigations to be involved and to be the leading people in this activity. I'm not saying there aren't others. I'm not saying there aren't others. But these people are pinpointed.
When you talk about the millions of pounds, is the allegation that that's public money? Or
This is the public money and how it's transferred between central government to local authority and its purposes, and how the money is claimed through those acts of child trafficking and modern day slavery, which is contrary to Section 2 of the Criminal Justice Act 2015, carries 20 years prison sentence for each child if proven. So obviously, once that transaction has happened, the children go through a process that costs money, it's been calculated, and it adds up to millions of pounds. But then, if innocent children have been removed and the government, the parliament believes it was rightly so, then obviously the access to the funds are made available to the council, when in fact those children were taken to make up for that money fraudulently.
right, okay. Well, obviously there's a very serious allegation.
It's going to be the biggest one, biggest in the history of Gateshead Council. If the council at Gateshead wants to survive, the best thing to do is let these culprits who've been accused have a chance to have their say, and we see how it will go. Perhaps it could save the rest of the council.
Okay, well, you'll forgive me, but this is the first time I've heard of it.
I appreciate that, of course.
So I'm simply a communications officer who works.
I realize.
I'm just trying to get a notion of what the nature of the allegation is, and can I ask you who are the hundreds of people who are concerned about this and are raising complaints?
Sorry, you want to know who they are? Is that the question? Do you want to know who they are?
A petition, or I don't know.
Oh yes. They have given authority. We have authority from them. We have petitions. We have things in writing, and there's more coming forward. But they seek representation from us as well as the media aspect. So I will keep them confidential for the time being.
Right.
And if the law says it's necessary to bring some of them forward to the council to back up their written signed statement to say, well, look, here I am, John or David or Matt or what have you. Yes, it's true. We can do that. But at the moment, it's not in the interest of the council to be playing this at all, because if they block communication and they don't respond to me by this week Thursday, that's another thing I have to tell you. 4 p.m. this Thursday, it would be nice, and it's required by law with us to yourselves to make an arrangement by then. I don't mean an actual appointment to see each other. By Thursday 4 p.m. to have a date in place that's already been agreed for a meeting.
That's agreed by law, sorry?
Okay, what we're saying is we require these people, the council, to arrange an appointment for the media to ask some questions by 4 p.m. this Thursday. And I don't mean the questions to be asked or the meeting. I mean an appointment mutually agreed by Thursday 4 p.m. And as long as within 21 days, the meetings or meeting and the questions that the people of Gateshead have and the journalists and the media can be answered within 21 days, then it may well be we can move forward. I don't know. If it doesn't happen, we have no choice but to go full power with the central powers of this country and produce all the evidence. But this is the last stage where we're giving the accused now, the people in the council, the opportunity to explain. Perhaps there's been a mistake. Perhaps they've got something to explain. We're giving them the benefit of the doubt.
I've got you. Okay. Can I ask you, you said your name was Sammy, so
For the time being, if I can just give you, there's quite a few people around me at the moment. If I can give you, my name is Sammy and my phone number. And then obviously we can communicate later on today and through emails, and I can give you more formal stuff for communications. Is that okay?
You want to give me your phone number then? Or?
Yeah, sure. 0756
0756
181
181
3560.
3560. 560. And do you want to give me a surname, Sammy?
Sammy for now is good. I'm sure my name will be there very, very soon at the top. Don't worry. But Sammy for now. So what's the?
Do you want to give me an email address so we can? If you want to
sure.
send evidence of the serious allegations you make.
What's the best way to communicate with you guys? Is it through your direct number, or otherwise?
You can send something to our communications inbox if you wish. That's the main means by which we deal with media inquiries.
Okay, could you just confirm the number that I've just rung? If I need to phone you in the future.
I think you've probably come through the switchboard, which is 433 3000.
No, I've got that number, but could I not ring you guys directly if needed in the future? Because it takes sometimes up to 25 minutes just to get through the switchboard.
Okay, let me see if I can find a number that's direct because by and large because we have a few people working on media inquiries.
Okay.
Just the one phone number because that would mean that you sometimes get someone who's on holiday or is on leave. So,
of course.
To work through the switchboard. I mean,
if you gave me the best email address now, and what we'll do, we'll send communications to you guys formally through to the best email communication, because we need to obviously, this call is not about accusing people and putting people on trial on the telephone. It's a communications for media support and communications where media is invited to come to the council and have a formal, peaceful questioning and answers if possible, and it may put the record straight.
right.
Yep, I mean that's what this is about. We're not here to have court cases over the telephone. It's just questions the public would like to ask about the things we've discussed, and perhaps there are good answers. Who knows? I don't know.
Okay. Well, if I can give you the email address for our team, which is basically communications@gateshead.gov.uk. So if there are allegations you want to put to the council and you want to seek answers for the questions you want to ask, by all means send them to that address in the first place.
Okay.
And we'll see if we can assist you.
Well, it's not even so much allegations and so on to put. It was more, even though it's obviously the point of it, it was more speaking to the media and communications department, making an appointment to come down there. We can produce who we are on the day, and those questions by the media can be asked to the council, whatever they're going to be. That's the first step.
Can I ask you, are there journalists who are wanting to ask these questions, or is this coming from yourself and your fellow concerned residents?
No, there are lots of people in the media who have heard about what's been going on over the passing times, and they also have many questions to ask themselves. And it's been discussed that they mutually have questions. Do you want them to write directly, or do you want me to send you communications from me that they gave me to represent their word that they also want to come? That it might be easier for you to see.
The email address I've just given you, by all means.
Okay, all right. I mean, okay. There are many people who are asking those questions in media form, and also the public in Gateshead, and myself as well. So it's three entities there.
I appreciate you. Yeah, at this stage, you only want to say that your name is Sammy. But can I ask you? Are you a Gateshead resident yourself, or?
Well, I can send you the details in the email. It won't make any difference. Okay. It really won't make any difference. It won't change anything. Okay, so we're seeking an appointment for you guys to allocate a time and a date for us to come down to ask some questions from a media journalist point of view. You don't have to do that, but if you could do that, it may help the council. I don't know.
Okay, well, it's an unusual inquiry for us.
It's going to be the first time in the history of Gateshead Council, or I would say any council in this country, that such a thing is about to be exposed. So, of course, it would be quite shocking to a lot of people, and it would be, very, very shocking to innocent members of the council who don't know such things are happening. Of course, I don't blame those people. But, the truth doesn't, it's not here or there, is it?
Are you saying that this is just something that's particular to Gateshead Council or other councils as well? Or?
No. I've simply said that it will be the first time that any council in this country will undergo this type of legal questioning and in the media on this extent, to this level, and the information we hold, what it will expose. I'm saying as far as I know, and the other media people, if you like, know, there has not been such this big, let's put it that way, because of the evidence that's been held. So if it's happening in other councils or not, I don't want to say. It's not my job to say right now. I'm been allocated by the public, the Britons of Gateshead, and other journalist people, and investigators, and parents, and media persons, and editors to make this communication with the council to offer the opportunity for those people mentioned, who I've just mentioned to you, if they would like to sit down and answer some very concerning questions that they've been pinpointed in committing those acts. That's all it is. It's that simple.
Can I just check the names that you gave to me before? I think you said Martin Gannon, Sheena Ramsey, Helen Ferguson, Andrea Houlihan, was it?
Yes.
And Lindsay Kay?
Yes.
And was there another name as well, or just those five?
There are a number of names in the book. There are more names in the book. Well, yeah, we have a book. Yeah, it's been 1.5 years of investigation, so that we have a book. Sabrina Downey. So, does that make sense? Sabrina Downey, Team 2?
It's not a part of the council that I work with closely, so I wouldn't know everyone's names exactly. But I can ask the question and see where we're up to.
Well, there it is. There's Martin. There's Sheena. There is Helen. There is Andrea, and Lindsay and Sabrina. I think Sabrina should be in Team 2 Children's Services, and Lindsay Kay is also in the Children's Services.
Okay, thank you. And Sammy, I've got your mobile number,
Great.
07561 813 560. Do you want to give me an email address as well, or not?
If the email address you've given me, we'll send out some emails from there, and you will get the email addresses. Then just saves making any mistake, of the spellings and stuff. But we'll send it to you, and you'll have the email addresses, and it would be very nice if we can civilly communicate and try to unravel this situation. It's in the interest of the public.
Okay, so thanks for you.
All right, thank you for your time. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks
okay.
Cheers.
Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.